and I think that the one thing that they lacked was that place kicker, and hence it cost their team a historical win against Isipatana College. But having said that, now I think they would have put that defeat behind them, recuperated, and now they are surely in for this game with some plans up their sleeve. And as we know, Jayadilaka as a coach, he has some tricks up his sleeve, and it'll be interesting to see what he brings out in this game.
As you can see, there you go, the Zahira captain number 8, Muhammad Dean. Lot to expect from him. He was the only scorer on that day in that opener, scoring those 2 important tries. But I would say, watch out for this lad, Amjad Fahmy, wearing that number 3 jersey in that tight head position. He's going to be a key man for Zahira win if they want to get their first silverware in schools rugby this year.
Yes, Inshaf, and also talking about yes, we can hear the school song of Zahira College.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the school anthem of Senanayake College.
There you go, the 2 school songs of both Zahira College and Senanayake College. It's a special occasion for both schools. It's the first tournament, the first trophy for the two schools in terms of rugby. But before that, we will have a quick look at the team cards. First of all, Senanayake College. There you go, Joel Kumara, Malshan, Vimukti, Harshura Perera making up that front row along with skipper Chamuga Seshan and Dulaj Sen in that second row combination. Then we have Mahela Salgado, Naveed Siddiq and the danger man Dinush Hemasiri making up that third row, and later on we have Naval Rajaratnam and Vishal Akalank in the 9 and 10 combinations, and come to the back line we have Ravin Krishmal, Sarang Udawat, Kavind Patirana, Lalanka Vijay Sundara and Samod Kalbovila in that back line. So the replacements for Senanayake will be Kishara Mayuravasala, Ari Ratna, Gihan Bundika, Kavisha Venuranga, Yehela Kushan, Kisal Piris, Lashendra Fernando, Tilakaratna Pereira and Heva Vitarna. But take a look at this back line, in fact the tight five and the loose forwards, Romario, Navid Siddiq, Dinush Hemasiri and Salgado. They are going to be the danger men for Senanayake College.
Yes, indeed, Hemasiri was the danger man against Isipatana College last weekend, and now he's getting yet another opportunity, a new opportunity to put back last week's defeats behind them and get back into this game, and we're surely in for a good game here at Valisara grounds. Yes, and we can see the Zahira College starting 15, Dilshan Manam Perma and Shamim Nasar and Amjad Fahmi round off the tight three, while Hassan and Alhuddin round off the second rows. As Inshaf, if you can run us through the
of course, Imad Tajuddin, Muhammad Deen, the captain at the number 8 position. So the both number 8s, Dinush Hemasiri and Muhammad Deen, will have a lot to do in this encounter if they want to go home with that valuable trophy. And we come there, we have Iqbal Shamir. He didn't start last week in that number 9 jersey, but coach Shamil Nawaz has opted to use Iqbal Shamir as their number 9 combination. Then we have Meedin, Ahmad Salam, Sharik Yusuf and Minhaj Samsudin is going to be a key player in that centre position. He was a standout last week as well as last year in that Zahira jersey. So that's going to be the centre combination along with Farhan Shoaib, Rahman Bousa. So the replacements will be Fahmi, Shalik, Fariz, Zakaria, Aslam, Namis, Ramis, Anas, Deen, Ahmed and Ashraf. That makes the 25-member squad for Zahira College this afternoon.
Yes, and we can see Buso has been moved from 10 to 15 from the fly half berth to the full back position, as I'm sure they will be seeking to get some solidarity, as last weekend they were a bit bad under the high ball, unfortunately, and now it's another chance for the Zahira College lads to get things right and get a win, get the W in front of their names.
There you go, your match officials, Rohan Fernando, Ishanka Bekon and Ranjit Kumar. So those are the match officials for the evening, as referee Fernando makes his way out to the middle of the pitch, middle of the ground. So we are just about to begin play. Yes, we are just minutes away from kickoff, and now as we can see the DS Senanayake College and Zahira College both going through their final preps, just getting the lads pumped up before kickoff. It's good to see that these two schools will be playing for a trophy, so it'll be an added incentive for both team players as they step into this match. Exactly, so it will be Zahira College who will be kicking things off. They'll be playing from left to right on your screens. Number 12, Sharik Yusuf to kick things off here at Havelock Park. In fact, we are here at the Navy grounds in Valisara. Yes, indeed, and unfortunately, Sharik did not have the best of games last weekend, and I'm sure he will be looking to improve from that and learn from what he did wrong last weekend and get them all right in this game. So there you go, second week kicks off in the school's rugby league. Senanayake with the first touch. He looks for his back line. Yes, and straight away Senanayake College on the attack, on the front foot. They do not look to clear the ball from their in goal, and they are on the attack. Referee says play on, so looks like it's a turnover. So good job done by the Zahira forwards, and Iqbal looking for that ball. He's looking at his forwards, and here goes the Dean into contact.
Yes, and we can see Inshaf early on. They in this game as well. They are shifting the point of attack as we see the short ball, a good short ball, and a good contact there, bringing the Zahira College youngster down.
Good defense coming in from DS Senanayake. They have their line straight. They have their defenses right. Here comes Iqbal once again to Fawmi. Fawmi breaks through, and Dinus Hemastiri is right in front of the man. He takes him down on his tracks, and here comes the ball out wide to the lock forwards, in fact the back line, and Minhas Samsudeen is being foxed by the DS defense. Zahira once again using that advantage in their forward line, and once again Fawmi, short ball out to the lock forwards, a mishap in the ball, and it looks like there's been a slight knock on, so opportunity goes begging for Zahira College in the first few minutes of play.
Yes, indeed, there was a good opportunity, even though they are placed in just on the 10-meter line. They had good front football, and in the process of trying to change the point of attack, the forwards just mix things up and knocks the ball on. So I think if you see something called a positive error, we can use this as a positive error. But having said that, I think Zahira will need to hold on to possession, and I think if they manage to hold on to possession, they will be able to do something.
Exactly so. So changes coming in for DS Senanayake in that front row. Coach Motila Jaltek opting to play their skipper Chamuku Seshan on that front row, and as you say, the ball has been turned on, and here comes the Zahira skipper Muhammad Deem coming out of that scrum, and once again Zahira managed to win back ball, and as they enter that danger area, that's going to be trouble for the DS Senanayake College.
Yes, that was a good push there by the Zahira College lads, winning the ball against the feed, and now they are back on the attack.
Once again, Iqbal looks for his man. Here comes Fawmi out to Muhammad Dean. A slight mishap, but Fawmi managed to recover very well, and the ball comes out. Here comes Samsudeen, and a loose pass there from Sharik Yusuf, the number 10 for. In fact, that was Farhan Shuaib that could have gone to the winger's hand had it gone Romario. It would have been an opportunity for Zahira. So chance gone, missing out as that ball goes into touch.
Yes, a chance goes back in. I think he had a little bit of space to work things out on that far end, but unfortunately the final pass did not go to hand, and it went out in touch, and now it's DS Senanayake with the throw. Referee tells them to redo it.
Once again, Iqbal, short ball out to Yusuf. Yusuf gaining some momentum on that move, and here comes the number 7, tries to creep his way through the DS defense. Quick ball once again from Iqbal. Iqbal out to number 21.
Yes, and Zahira College, just like last weekend, continuing to attack off the 9. They have not changed too many things, as here goes the big centre into attack.
Fawmi once again inside ball out to his partner Mana Peruma. This time around trying another option from the back line, falls a bit short. Long ball once again to Fawmi. Fawmi to his partner.
Yes, and we can see some numbers on the outside for Zahira, but they opt to go on the opposite side. The first receiver takes and change his direction. And now again numbers on the outside. The number 8 trying to get away, but unfortunately he's dragged into touch, and that'll be a line out for DS Senanayake College inside their own half. I think this will be a good little break for the players to catch some breath.
Exactly, I think we've had some few fast-moving faces, and of course Muhammad Dean, he's been there in that attacking Zahira's attacking layout everywhere. He's on the left flag, he's on the right flag, so he'll need to take a breather as they ready themselves for the line out.
Line out overthrown there, but DS somehow managed to hold on to position, but now it has been turned over yet again, and Zahira College back on the attack.
This time around, breaking through his Meedin steps his way in. He gives his team a bit of advantage. Referee has seen some foul play, but looks like the ball has been turned over.
Yes, it was turned over yet again. So DS Senanayake College, the defense seems to be holding on tight. Just 6 minutes into the game, and now Zahira College with a line out on the just on 11 meters, on the 11-meter line, just inside the DS Senanayake College half.
Nasar with the line out, sends it out to Iqbal. Iqbal has Meedin, he gives it out to Samsudin. Samsudin tries to cut in. And once again, here comes there for flanker, and then this time around it's going to be the number 8.
Unfortunately, that the Meedin knocks on, but the referee, yes, and so it's an offside at the knock on, and the referee blows for a penalty in favour of DS Senanayake College.
So 3 chances coming in Zahira's way in the first few minutes of play, and I think small mistakes or the cardinal errors of ball handling has cost them from capitalizing and making best use of their opportunities, Romario.
Yeah, they had 2 or 3 opportunities inside the DS Senanayake half, but unfortunately little handling errors, not supporting their teammates, have cost them possession, and DS Senanayake find touch on the 10-meter line.
Supporters from both schools, scream, cheer and root for your teams as much as you can.
Of course, if you are joining just now, this is the DS Senanayake College versus Zahira College Singer Schools Rugby League Week 2, Round 1 Week 2 encounter. It's also played for the RIT Alice Trophy. It's the first trophy between the two schools for rugby. And mind you, adjustment coming in from the Sri Lanka Schools Association that they will be removing the rule of rolling substitutes from this week onwards after the consultation that they received from Sri Lanka Rugby.
Yes, and now DS Senanayake College have won their line out, and the ball goes rumbling forward, but is brought down, and DS are with possession in hand. What will they manage to do? Good counter ruck coming in, but the referee says illegally. And now DS Senanayake take the quick tap. Here goes the lock forward. He shows and goes, bumps off one, manages to hold on to possession. But yet again the ball has been turned over, and Zahira College back again with possession. So lucky, Zahira College are very lucky. They seem to be very lucky. They somehow managed to turn over possession. Now here goes the Zahira College inside their own half. Ideally they should look to clear their lines, as fly half rightly does so, but does he find touch? No, he does not. Ball stays inside the field of play as the DS Senanayake College lads knock it on, and now here goes the number 9.
And that is number 9. Meedin has. In fact, it was Iqbal Shamim who took on the ball, and looks like referee will go to his assistant referee for a small chat about the try. And looks like it's a try given for first try coming in for Zahira College. Iqbal Shamir on that occasion scoring that try off that error coming in from DS Senanayake College, Romario. So good piece of work from that number 9.
Yes, some opportunistic work there by the number 9 Iqbal, as he pounced on the knock on and headed straight to the line. He pinned his ears back, and now it is the first score of this game, as the Zahira College faithful seem to be pumped up in the far background.
Initially it was a bad kick coming in from the fly half. That was Akmal Meedin kicking that one. Didn't find touch as the DS player made a mistake on that collection there, and on that occasion it was Iqbal Shamim who was there on that occasion to pick the ball up, and all he did was dash to that try line to score the first try for the evening. So it will be Mina Samsudin taking the conversion for Zahira.
Off the 5-meter line, is it good? No, unfortunately it does not have the legs. So the scores remain at 5 points to nil in favour of Zahira College, as they score their first try through Iqbal, the number 9.
Early break there for Zahira College, capitalizing on an error caused from the DS side. So
Nothing too much to worry about for DS Senanayake College. I think they just need to get the captain needs to get their lads together and tell them that don't put their heads down as the kickoff is the restart is kicked off, but Zahira College knock on, and now it will be a scrum straight away for DS Senanayake.
Hassan Mohammed on that occasion making a mess of that ball. So an opportunity once again in favor of DSNI College. Looking at that front row for DS Romario, there's a lot of exposure. A lot of these players have been playing for a long time together, and mind you, this is their third consecutive year in this A Division league. They've been there from 2015 onwards. Last year, in fact 2016 onwards, and meanwhile Zahira College made their entrance to top division rugby just last year. It was a breakthrough of a side from 2016 that brought them to, and they're looking for survival and glory this time around.
Yes, I think both these teams will be looking for survival as Hemasiri gets the ball off the back of the scrum, and he goes barring through but knocks it on. But now the referee says the tackler did not release, and a penalty in favor of DS Senanayake College.
I think take into consideration, I think Hemasiri thought twice to go for points, but it looks like the wise option for them now is to go for touch and try to work themselves to a try.
Yes, Inshaf. Well, that not going for points this early in the game, I don't understand why. But having said that, they will be looking to make convert this and make 5 to score try. But if they do not score try, I think they will kick themselves for not going for the 3 points as well.
Hemasiri manages to clean that line out as the DS move into the attacking 22. Here comes the skipper Seshan, taken down by Zahira. Rajaratnam searching for that ball. Referee has his hand up, so it's advantage, and DS looking to capitalize on that occasion. And the chip keep coming in. Rajaratnam knew that the penalty was in there for DSNI College, so opportunity once again for DS. So what will they do on this occasion? They are in a proximity of scoring, but looks like Hemasiri is going for the quick tap. Is it the right decision? Here goes Chamuk Seshan. Seshan with the ball. Rajaratnam looking for his options in the front row. Once again Dinush Hemasiri barges forward. Takes 3 defenders from Zahira to stop him. Rajaratnam rallying his people. And once again, push backwards on that occasion from the Zahira forwards.
Yes, I think that was a very good hit there by the Zahira forwards, pushing back and putting their opponent under pressure. And now DS Senanayake have folded under pressure and they knock on. So as I told you before, Inshaf, I think they will now be kicking themselves for not going for the 3 points, at least on the second time when they got the penalty.
I think that was a very wrong call there from the skipper Chamuk Seshan. He should be worried about that. He could have gone for that 3 points. Then they got themselves on to good beginning. So still the score line remains nil in favor of DS. So they'll need to make sure that they get their act together in these first few minutes.
Yes, and these games have been played for just 35 minutes. So 5 minutes of a half is quite a chunk of it, but I think for the youngsters it is good as it will keep them fresh and injury free, as Zahira College look to clear but don't find a good touch there. Meadin on that occasion did not find a too good touch find, as they are stuck still in their own half, in their own 22. So yet again it's another attacking opportunity for DS Senanayake College.
Indeed, Akmal Meedin didn't get that right. As you can see, Dinush Hemasiri having a little chat with his skipper Chamuk Seshan. He's taken up throwing duties for the side, the number 4 of the team. So it will be interesting, and he should be getting this right for his team. DS going for the short man line out.
Yes, so we can see Hemasiri at the tail, and now he goes for the maul, rightly so. And now an advantage is coming. The maul has been collapsed, as yet again the scrum half puts in a little chip, but There is nothing comes off it, and the referee comes back for the penalty.
Don't think that's the right decision to do, Romario. When you have advantage, you try to move yourselves forward, try to gain some yards on that occasion, and then try to see if you could get back momentum. So if you don't, and as you can see, Senanayake once again breaking off, and they'll need to hold on to that ball. They can't get their third penalty wrong.
Yes, indeed, they will need to hold on to onto position and get their scores ticking in as DS rumble on to their heavy forwards. Pick and go. As we can see, the number 9 directing the traffic and showing his forwards where to go. But yet again, the ball has been turned over by Zahira College. So this is some good work at the breakdown. But now, and it did not seem to be the best of kicks, but somehow it trickles into touch. So Zahira College get out of jail there.
Very poor decision making, I would say, Romario. Senanayake thought that he could go on his own to that white line, but unfortunately he could not, and the ball was lost in the occasion. So 3 opportunities gifted to the Senanayake in that 22-meter, and they did not make best use of it.
Yes, I think they will be disappointed having not managed to get points. But yet again, they are still in the Zahira College half as they win the line out. Goes to the fly half. He uses Hemasiri from center field, but there is a player over the ball. He's been instructed to leave it as here goes the flank, pumping his way forward just like a typical flank. Now a good tackle. The player was offside on that occasion. Rightly so, the referee's advantage coming as the penalty comes for offside.
Opportunity once again in place for DS. Rajaratnam looking to his keeper on what to do, and looks like they will go for touch and get a few yards on that line out so that they could work their way from there. And this time around, Romario, they'll have to make sure that they make no mistake and get this line out through and make sure they could get some points.
Yes, I think points are really vital. And now this is their 4th occasion in as many minutes they are coming into the Zahira 22 DS Senanayake College. So will they be able? What will they be able to do from this? We can see Hemasiri is being stationed just beside the centers, 2 forwards beside the centers as a short man line out goes to the front. The hooker provides some good support. Here goes another pick and go. The number 9 rallying his troops around. Here goes, he saw a slight gap. Unfortunately, it soon closed as the referee's arm is yet again out for an advantage. And again, another silly kick there, you can call that.
This is not positive rugby from DS. They should make use of the opportunity. And here comes Seshan, meters close to that try line, to that white line, as DS rally themselves and the forwards coming through. Number 7. And then here comes Seshan joining up, going forward. Is DS Senanayake College. Have they made it? No, not yet. And looks like once again for the 4th successive occasion, DSF fumbled on that ball. This is disappointing. Clearly not positive rugby coming in from DS Senanayake College. They had the opportunities, and opportunities once again goes begging for DS. He's not happy. The number 4, that's the keeper for DS Senanayake College. All that hard work in vain for DS Senanayake College.
Yes, I think DS Senanayake College will be extremely disappointed with not having taken their opportunities. But the referee is talking to the Zahira captain, telling him there's a little bit of change needed. So, Iqbal, the number 9, with the ball in hand. As we see, the 43rd Mustangs Trophy is brought to you live on www.thepapare.com, Dialogue TV channel number 1, My TV and TV Go.
Of course, Royal College taking on St. Thomas's in the limited overs encounter. The big match didn't go according to play as it was drawn and Roy retained the shield. So the limited overs encounter will be coming live on ThePapare.com this Saturday. As I said, Iqbal Shamim once again clearing that ball out. Doesn't find enough touch on that occasion, and DS go for a quick line out in fact.
Yes, they get the quick line out and they are back again on attack. Senanayake College, the fly half spreads it out wide, and there's the wing three-quarter. He's got on the outside. Will he have the pace to go all the way? He fends, but a high tackle comes in. Well, it'll be interesting to see the decision what the referee makes, as time has been called off, and he is going to his the referee Juan Ferdinando making his own decision, shows his yellow cards, and there goes Minhaj Samsudin. He has to reflect in the sin bin for his high tackle, as Senanayake College take the quick tap, and here goes forward, gives it to the captain Hemasir. He takes 2 or 3 men to bring him down, and yet again, has the ball been turned over? Yes, it has been turned over. Here goes the number 9, gives it to Iqbal, as he tries to find touch but does not manage to, and Senanayake College back again with possession. The Senanayake forwards continue to rumble forward. Here goes the Hemasiri. He tries to bump off one, but the Zahira College player hanging on for dear life. Numbers on the outside, no. Tries to go again. Yet again another high tackle. Well, will this be the second man to go into the sin bin? Let's wait and see.
Looks like referee wants to have a word with the assistant referee on that occasion. That was the earlier occasion was clearly unwarranted play from Zahira College. That would have been a definite try had that not come that tackle not come from Minhaj Samsudin. So referee wants to have a word with Muhammaduddin, the captain for Zahira College. Looks like that is Akmal Mijin. He's going to go out with a warning. In fact, it was Rahman Buso on that occasion. So Senanayake College getting their 6th penalty on that inside that 22 meter.
Well, here goes Senanayake College back on the attack. Fly half tries to fend and go through the slightest of gaps, but does not manage to do so. And now Senanayake College hanging on for dear life, holding on to possession. Scrum half sends his forwards picking and going. And is there a turnover? No, there is no turnover, as there is yet another penalty against Zahira College. Zahira College faithful, not too happy.
Here
but Senanayake College takes a quick tap and goes yet again.
Here comes Seshan marshalling his team forward. Rajaratnam telling the forwards pick and go, and he's bringing the firepower for the forwards. And here comes Dinush Hemasiri. Hemasiri has been foxed by the Zahira players. That was the flanker there, and once again Zahira moving on, and number 23 for Senanayake will score the first try. After 23 minutes of play, the first try comes in for Senanayake College, and that was Vijay Sundara on that occasion scoring that try that could have been coming long time ago. But however, Zahira managed, the equalizer comes in for Senanayake.
Yes, I think that try was a long time coming, and now somehow Vijay Sundara manages to dot down in this near corner. He did have some finishing to do, and he did it with some good play, as there seems to be a little bit of a change. The number 21 of Senanayake College goes out.
Hemasiri continuing the kicking duties for the side. He has with him an opportunity of putting DS into the lead in this occasion. Drifting off to the left and a little bit short, so the score will remain same. 5-all in favor of 5-all here at the RIT Alice Trophy. Senanayake College playing Zahira College here and all to play for in the next 10 minutes of play, Mario.
Yes, indeed, Inshaf. So DS Senanayake have struck back with 10 or so minutes left on the clock to go in this first half. So the game is getting tight as Iqbal puts his chasers behind him and gets ready to take this restart. Well, in fact, the coach has instructed a little bit of a change for the kicker, and now the fly half kicks in deep, not as deep as a 22, but deep into the Zahira DS half, and DS Senanayake College now back on the attack. But having said that, Zahira College has somehow managed to turn it over, and now Zahira College are having the ball inside the DS Senanayake half. So promising possession here for Zahira College.
Referee has his hand up, so Zahira have momentum with them. They'll need to capitalize. Iqbal goes to the shorter side, out to Dean. Iqbal once again to the front line. Here comes Faumi. Faumi is taken down by DS and now going into the line. They have a man short. Samsudin still is in the bench. In fact, Sharik is still in the bench. Sin Bin rather.
So the referee says no advantage, and he goes all the way forward for the penalty in favor of Zahira College. And will they opt to go for 3 points? Well, no, they don't. They do seem to be going for the line out, as they hope to accumulate more points. And we get news that the Zahira College kicker has not started this game, so I think kicking might be a little bit of a worry for both teams.
Good collection there on that line out, and Zahira form themselves a rolling maul, and they're moving forward. Iqbal marshalling his forwards forward, and still going is the captain Muammar Noor, and now the ball comes out
5 meters away from the try line, Zahira College, as they continue to pressurize this DS Senanayake defense. They did manage to just break on one occasion, but now again another good pick and go as the forwards continue to make forward progress. Zahira College persistent with keeping the ball near the ruck. Goes a decoy player goes, and number 12 tries to run into attack, but runs straight onto the opposition.
Advantage coming in for Zahira. Zahira will need to score from this occasion. Ball is with Dean in this occasion. Muhammad Dean, the captain. He has support coming in, and are they through? Looks like the ball has been held up. A good work coming there from the DS lock forward, and they will have and looks like referee will bring back play for an initial penalty.
Yes, and surprisingly the Zahira College captain has opted for a scrum and not a line out, which is quite interesting to see. You don't see that too often, but 5 meters away from the try line.
Not sure if it's the wisest thing to do as a captain to go for a scrum when you're a man short, but I think the thinking behind that was that Dean is trying to work his way from the back of that scrum and try to get themselves onto a lead if possible. And here comes Dean. Dean is through. No, he's been taken down inches to go to that try line.
Yes, that was Hemasiri again on that occasion who made the tackle as the Zahira College forwards go forward and they rumble and they get the try. It'll be interesting to see who gets up with the ball.
So Amjad Fahmy touches down for the second Zahira try. I think the decision of Muhammad Dean to go for that 5-meter scrum has paid off as Zahira bring in the second score, and looks like they'll take the lead just before half time.
Yes, indeed. The conversion from under the post to come. So I think this will be one of the easiest conversions ever. And now Zahira College will move into a lead with a 7-point lead if this conversion is successful.
Should be an easy conversion for Ahmad Salam. And easily just so. And 12 points for Zahira in this RIT Alice trophy. So they are in the lead, and Senanayake College will need to fight back if they need to turn this around and win this trophy.
Yes, I think Senanayake, with the performance they put in last weekend, I think they should not be disheartened even though they did not manage to get the win. Now they just need to forget about that, put that all in the past and come here for this new day, new game here.
We still have something less than 5 minutes to play on this in this first half. Mind you, that's our that's not the referee's time, that is our production time. So referee will call when his time of 25 minutes is complete. So that ball goes into the hands of Iqbal Shamim.
Yet again, not too good a rush finder as Zahira College are continued to be camped up in their own half, as you can see capturing the essence of school rugby. You can see all of these photographs on www.thepapare.com/photos, as you can relive all the moments from the school's rugby league 2018.
Exactly. We have all new photos portal on thepapare.com. That's thepapare.com/photos. So all photos from the school's rugby league can be easily accessed. Mind you, the Papare also will be covering B Division rugby this season onwards. So all those photos can be easily accessed via thepapare.com/photos.
Yes, and the slight hold up is due to there not being a rugger ball, but now rugger ball has come and everything is ready for Zahira College. Senanayake inside the Zahira College half.
Seshan with the line out, and the maul has once again been formed. Arriving player almost got referee Fernando. And here comes Hemasiri. Hemasiri breaks in to the 22-meter area, and so this is trouble for Zahira College.
Well, this was trouble that they managed to get over in the previous occasion in Shaf, but now will the Zahira defense hold firm? It's interesting to see how this Senanayake lads will use to break open the Zahira defense, as a penalty advantage is coming for a high tackle. So free play for Senanayake College.
Hemasiri once again, and Rajaratnam looking for his options in the front row.
Senanayake College, can we have some noise?
And looks like since there was no territorial advantage, referee will bring back play for that initial penalty for that high tackle. So number 15 Kalabola wants to take that on the quick, but before that referee wants to have another word with Muhammad Din. I think World Rugby in fact is very strict on player discipline. The man there guilty is Amjad Fahmy.
Yes, and it's good to see the referee telling the youngster it was not too good a tackle, and you need to get your tackles low and don't touch the players' faces or necks. As here goes forward.
Here comes Seshan, barges in through that defense. So momentum with the DS players. DS once again in scoring contention. Forwards moving on.
DS forwards rambling on, and here goes Hemasiri. Will he manage to get it down? No, he's short, just 1 meter short. And this time around, they have got the ball down, and it is the DS captain who gets the scores. Sheshan with the score there, and yet again the score with the kick to come. The deficit is cut to 2 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, our proud sponsors for tonight, the main sponsor.
Indeed, so Chamuka Seshan, the skipper doing the duties for the team. So try coming up for try number 2, and now Hemasiri will need to get this kick through. Looks like it's not Hemasiri who will be taking this conversion this time around.
So it won't be Hemasiri, but it is a forward who continues to make the kicks. And this time the kick is over.
In fact,
so
it was Sarang Uduatta. It's number 6. Of course, he's wearing a number 6 jersey, but he plays at the center position. So Sarang Uduatta brings scores even just before half time. So 12 points all here at the R.I.T. Alice Trophy, Romario. So halftime says it all. It's an even battle here. It's an even contest. Both teams having a strong forward lineup, and then the 2 tries that came in of Seshan as well as the back line. It was all impressive work coming in from the 2 teams.
Yes, I think both teams will be relatively happy with the halftime score, which reads 12 all. But I think DS Senanayake will have a lot to improve if they are to penetrate the Zahira College defense, which held firm. And I'm sure it looks like it will be DS Senanayake College to kick off for this second half.
Referee Fernando awaiting the kickoff.
So the final prep going on before the kickoff of this second half. And Akalanka kicks off DS Senanayake College. Will it be too far? No. Well, it was a bit too far for the chaser as he knocks on. But a very good kick there. Unfortunately, the young chaser could not reach it.
Indeed, so quite a few stoppages coming in this game. So referee Fernando having a small word with the forwards. In other news, Romario, the Sri Lanka women's team secured a 50-0 defeat in the opening game against the Sabah Sukma team in the Borneo Sevens. So they are out there at the Borneo Sevens to retain the title that they won last year. So and they started off their campaign in a very positive note a short while ago.
Yes, I think that win will be a morale boost in winning as they look to defend the trophy. As now Meadin kicks but does not find the safety of touch as the DS fullback runs straight and hard into a couple of men, but managed to hold on to possession of the ball. And now it's set again, and here goes Hemasiri, bounces off one and he's brought down in the second man. Second row, he gets the advantage as the Zahira line is called offside, and now the penalty blows for the referee blows for the penalty as Zahira College are caught offside.
Interesting penalty opportunity. So number 6 Sarang Uduatta going for touch on this occasion. They're looking for that big points on their sleeve, so that's good. They're definitely going for the try.
Yes, and also I think Inshaf, these long range kicks are not being taken because these schools do not post proper kickers who can who are fly halves who kick, or other fullbacks, or at least fullbacks who have got a good boot on them. I think that's why they opt for touch, the safety of touch.
I think Zahira had a good place kicker last time around. He was also the top point scorer in terms of conversions, penalties and drop goals. Zaid Singh Avansa. So there is no Zaid Singh Avansa, and Sharik Yusuf will have void to fill as that line out goes into the hands of number 20, the flanker.
The line out overthrown there by the DS hooker, but thankfully for him, they managed to secure position. And here goes. Well, it has been turned over yet again, so some good work, just like in the first half, similar to the first half. DS come on attack, but turnover position again. This time again, he does not find touch. Sharik yet again does not find touch, but the bounce of the ball is lucky. And here goes the number 20. Does he have the speed? Yes, he does have the speed, and he goes over for the third try of Zahira College, and that is Farhan Shoaib who gets the third try and takes Zahira College into the lead.
Wonderful piece of work. It started off from Minhaj Samsudeen. People doubted that it was not the best of kicks, but Minhaj Samsudeen take a bow. He saw that ball, he cleared the ball, and that offload from Samsudeen saw Farhan taking that ball and sprinting it out. So good comeback from Zahira College early in the second half as number 22 for the side, Ahmed Salam readies. In fact, it is Minhaj Samsudeen readying for the conversion. On your screens is also Zaid Singhawan, so he must be having a small prep talk with Samsudeen before this kick. So he's been there, done that. So hopefully Samsudeen could get this one over.
Well, the conversion goes over, so that's a 7-point lead for Zahira College in the beginning of this second half. So that takes their score to 19 as they lead 19-12.
Good opening first few opening phases of play for Zahira on that occasion. 5 minutes on the clock, and they've already taken the lead, so that should even things up here. And looks like referee once again is waiting for the ball.
So Senanayake College restart proceedings. Good high kick, but unfortunately the chasers do not manage to get to Dean as he sets things up outside the Zahira College 22. And now yet again the forwards change the point of attack, but a good tackle coming in from the Senanayake fly half as he gets his opposite number. Now here goes the big centre, steps in and tries to bump off, but does not manage to do so as he is brought down. And Zahira College have unfortunately lost some ground, but what he's promising is they have possession still on their side. Here goes the big forward. He seemed to have been brought down a bit high, but the referee says otherwise. And yet again the point of attack is being changed. The forwards are showing some good hands for Zahira College, and now they decide to go to the line. Numbers on the outside, the pass goes, but unfortunately was a bit behind the player as he's been dragged into touch. But Zahira College still managed to secure position and hold on to it. Forwards yet again a change in the point of attack. Good hands shown there. Scrum half feeds the youngster as he runs hard and straight, but he's pushed back with a good tackle. And the referee says the ball is being knocked backwards. And now a good friend coming in, and unfortunately he did not manage to get the ball out in time as they knock it on forward. And now Senanayake College, what type of counter attack will they be able to do?
Ball comes to the flanker. Here comes Hema City. Hema City this is dangerous play, and unfortunately not so Hema City like as he knocks on the ball. Zahira with on the counter. Iqbal sends the ball out to the fly half, and looks like referee will bring back play for the initial knock on. So it was a good break coming from Hema City on that occasion. He saw the gap. He tried to slice him through, but unfortunately he knocked on the ball. So Zahira will have an opportunity to get themselves out of danger. So that's what that has been the tale for the DS so far in this second half. They've had some opportunities, but they could not make the maximum use of those.
Yes, I think Coach Jayathilaga won't be too pleased. A man on the bench, as we can see him off screen, screaming some instructions to his assistant. And the time is being blown off as referee Fernando consults whether the play is fine, and we're back ready again.
Quite a few matches lined up in the second week. We have action on Sunday. Trinity College taking on St. Joseph's College. That's going to be a thriller of a game. Joe's going with intentions of winning for the first time in Palakele. As you can see, Muhammad Dean breaks through. He takes down 3 players, and support needs to come for Zahira as Iqbal sends it out wide to the back line. Now trying to spread the ball out, and cardinal error coming from the Zahira back, Zahira center. In fact, a forward pass, says referee Rohan Fernando.
So now Senanayake College with yet another opportunity, just a couple of meters away from the 22-meter line.
Coming matches.
Yes, Inshaf, St. Joseph's College will have the rare opportunity of dismantling Trinity College up in Kandy. Don't think they have ever done it in their history of their college rugby, so it will be a historic moment if they do so this Sunday. As Zahira College managed to outhook the delivery, and now here goes their backs. Trying to get on the outside is the Winthree Quarter. He gets the offload away, but yet again another knock on. Unfortunate there.
And the chase is on. Looks like Samsudeen will. In fact, that was Farhan Shuaib going into the ball. So referee will bring back play for the initial infringement. So speaking about the upcoming games, we have St. Anthony's College playing Royal College Romario, the defending champions, taking on the plate champions down here in Nithala, as well as St. Thomas's College taking on Kingswood College in Kandy on the same day. That will be played in Digana. So 3 games of top division rugby happening at 3 venues in Kandy. So that's going to be an exciting weekend of schools rugby in the hills.
Yes, indeed, Inshaf. St. Thomas College and Kingswood College both coming in after 2 defeats. So I think they will both try to look to get their record straight again and get things going. And talking about St. Anthony's and Royal College. Royal College did not perform well in the first half, but a storm in second half saw them win the game against St. Anthony's. And for St. Anthony's, I think they will be really disappointed with their defeat to Trinity College in the last moment.
Exactly. I think 69 minutes of play was definitely dominated by St. Anthony's. They were the better side on the day. And unfortunately, after that break from Navin Rajaratnam, Avishka Sheikh, the skipper for Trinity College, scored that winning try. So 15 points to 11. That was how that game came to a close in Nithala. So St. Anthony's will take positives from that loss and look forward to this cup championship and to make themselves viable for qualify for the cup championship. They couldn't do that last year as well, as this ball has been turned over, and Muhammad Dean coming from the back of the scrum there.
Yes, I think that was yet another lovely scrum there by the Zahira College forwards. And now they set up again to take the ball, to rumble the ball into attack. And the big forward, number 3, Fahmi, goes into contact and he's brought down. Now the ball is being spread wide, but unfortunately yet again number 13 knocks it on forward, Shamir Dean. But the referee says a penalty advantage. He's come in and play has been brought back for line offside of the Senanayake defence.
But talk about those scrums that Zahira have turned to. I think the forwards have done their conditioning and their training right, and the DS forwards are put on a test with the Zahira players. They've won almost all a major share of the contest.
Yes, I think it's quite surprising to see, but unfortunately the penalty kick does not go out. And now DS Senanayake College, the youngster should have kicked it out into safety, but he opted to run, and now they are stuck in their own 22. And will Zahira College manage to turn this over? It will be interesting to see whether they can do that. And if they do so, I think it will be an opportunity. But having said that, DS Senanayake with the ball, and now up to pick and go through their big forwards.
Joel Samir on that occasion, and now the ball comes out to Hemasiri. Hemasiri puts in a kick, not the best of kicks, as Zahira coming on the counter attack. This is interesting rugby. Samsudeen has numbers on the outside. He needs to pass, but unfortunately the pass doesn't go into the hands correctly, and that is just disappointing from Zahira.
Unfortunate there for Ahmad. He had just the try line in front of him as he spilled that ball. Unfortunate there. Very well, you can say the pass was a bit in front of him, but playing on the wing. I think the number 22 Ahmad should be really disappointed with the drop.
I think let's take a look at that piece of work from Samsudeen. All he did was he drawed in two defenders to himself, gave space on the outside, and it was just fireworks for Ahmad. But so Zahira too unlucky to miss out on that scoring opportunity.
Yes, I think that looks like there is some changes coming in. Meedin, he's been replaced by number 15 who comes in. Ahmad comes in number 15, wearing the number 15 jersey. Ahmad comes in for Meedin. So Shamli Nawaz ringing the changes, getting in fresh legs, hoping for a change of fortune maybe.
Of course, I think Zahira are still in under threat with DS being just a score away on this occasion, and once again looks like referee has awarded a free kick for DS as Dinush Hemasiri. Good work there on the clean out, picking the ball up and you making use of the opportunity as Rajaratnam's kick is not the best of clearance kicks as Muhammad Deen sends the ball in, and that's once again knocked on from the DS captain. So referee Fernando will bring back play to replay that free kick.
So they take the free kick quickly, and now yet again DS Senanayake College have won a penalty advantage. The player not rolling away. Quick hands coming in, but the ball trickles away to the wing three quarter. He gets on some footwork and barges his way through. And now DS Senanayake College deciding to use their heavy forwards to run straight into attack. Caught everyone off guard. The scrum off and went on the short side, but the ball has been knocked on. And the referee is consulting where he wants a penalty for DS Senanayake College. The DS, rather the Zahira faithful are not too happy with the penalty.
So Hemasiri taking the DS team into his attacking half, so that's the way to go forward in terms if they want to get a score on the score line. So just a quick reminder, you could follow ThePapare.com on our social media platforms. Facebook is ThePapare for Facebook.com/ThePapare, Instagram ThePapare, as well as tweet us with your queries, with your sports updates to our Twitter handle, that's ThePapare Sports, and interact and get involved in the sport.
Yes, and as the social media ban has been lifted, I think now it's your opportunity. If you are not following www.thepapare.com on Facebook, go and do it, as DS Senanayake College wins the line out. And here goes their backs. For the first time, Hemasiri now parked in midfield. He seems to be bouncing off 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 players look to bring him down. The young Zahira boys are being taken to town by DS Senanayake youngsters, as yet again there is another penalty advantage coming, and the referee blows as DS Senanayake knocks on possession. Will they tap and go fast? Well, yes, they do tap and go. The opportunity was there to go for the points, but now they win the not 10 advantage as well. And the referee blows off for time. Will he go to his pocket?
I think this is going to be the first warning. Referee wants to have a word with his assistant referee first of all. Looks like the AR has spotted foul play on the side, so referee Fernando doing the right thing.
So
Referee Fernando wants to have a word with Dilshan Manaperuma of Zahira College. Looks like no. In fact, it was Farhan Shuaib.
So the referee laying down the law there, telling the players what needs to be done and what should not be done. As yes, and it is a yellow card for number 25 for Zahira College, and now yet again Senanayake College with the man advantage as
Venuranga has the ball. I think they're going for the quick tap. Referee Fernando restarting play, and this is dangerous play from Senanayake College. Hemas City going forward. Venuranga calling for support. Seshan comes in a bit too late, but DS managed to hold on.
yes, and all the forwards come in, but the ball has been turned over, but illegally so. Says the referee, it was the ruck had been formed, and here goes the quick tap has been taken yet again. Hemasiri bounces off 1-2 and he gets over the line. Well, that was not Hemasiri.
We will get to the try scorer soon, as that is Dinusha Hemasiri with the try. So good break coming in for DSNI College, and with Udawat having an easy conversion, they have an opportunity to level scores once again. So this fight is not yet over. The fight for the Alas Cup is still open in this occasion. So if he gets this conversion through, so all eyes on Sarang Udawat as he readies himself for this all-important conversion. He's wearing number 6 jersey, not the type of jersey that you will wear as a centre player.
Yes, indeed, Inshaf. I think he started the season as a flanker, and the coaching staff have decided to move him back to the centres. And I think the jersey you get on your first day is the jersey you wear throughout this whole season. So I think that's why numbers don't fit in to the position wise. But now the opportunity to level things up here in the Alas Cup played at Valisara Navy Grounds. He gets the kick. Is it good? No, it's not good. So Senanayake College continue to trail by 2 points as the game seems to be heating up.
I think we are going to have a crack of an encounter here for this Alas Trophy. Zahira are not going to give up here. They will try their best, and they'll try to get themselves in a safe standing, and they will do everything in their avenues to get that score up. So Senanayake, of course, we've seen them play. We saw them fighting to the last minute against Isipatana. That game went on to an 80th minute with uninterrupted play. So that's what DS is capable of. So let's see what Zahira has to offer with this restart.
Yes, I think that's what DS will be hoping for. They hit the heights of last weekend. I think if they do so in this last 20 minutes even, I think the game is still not over. As Zahira kick off, the big second row runs forward. The ball seems to be turned over, and yes, it has been turned over. The ball has been turned over by the number 20 for Zahira College, playing in the lock forward position, Hassan. But now they have somehow managed to cough things up, and yet again possession is with Senanayake College.
I think all that effort from the lock forwards and the tight forwards are all in vain when they commit those cardinal errors. So Zahira College will need to get the act right. They'll need to hold on to this next 20 minutes of play. That's going to be the crucial few minutes. In fact, we have 15 minutes of play to go.
Yes, I think crucial 15 minutes as we can hear the coach Shamli Nawaz screaming to control play for his youngsters here. So I think what he's meaning to say is that they need to just hold on to possession as yet another good scrum. The fourth scrum that was pushed, but the referee says, well, it collapsed and they will redo things again.
And Romaro, with the under 19 regulation in place, the maximum distance the scrum could be pushed is 1.5 meters, and intentional wheeling is not allowed in the under 19 regulation. So the regulation as prescribed from World Rugby, they are strict on the regulations in order to ensure the safety of the players are maintained.
Yes, player safety is paramount, as they say, not only in Sri Lanka but all around the world, and I think that's why these little variations have been brought in. The referee giving some final instructions, telling the front rows how they need to bind and how things need to be going. And here's the third go. Rajaratna feeds the ball, but there is a free kick for Zahira College. Was it early shoving? I'm not too sure why. Well, and now Zahira College have opted to go for yet another scrum. And
I think that's the wise decision. I think they've had their scrums in their favour. That has been the forte of Zahira all throughout this 57 minutes of play. And Captain Muhammad Dean making no mistake on that occasion.
Yes, and it'll be Shamir Iqbal to feed the scrum for Zahira College. 2 meters inside the opposition half. Here goes Iqbal. Gets it. And it is hooked well, and the forwards managed to cough things up again. Yet again, unfortunate control is what is lacking for Zahira College, as the coach will not be too pleased with what he is seeing right now. I think Inshaf, it's the experience factor that Zahira is lacking. Youngsters who did not play last year are coming straight into this fold of first 15, and I think living up to this first 15 pressure. It is a different ball game, unlike under 16, under 18 or second 15, playing in front of big crowds.
I think the expectations are also at the players, and then as you can see, this scrum is once again wheeled. Referee says the scrum has been
wheeled, I think, but possession does not change hands as DS Senanayake continues with possession.
So according to the under 19 variation, you cannot wheel a scrum intentionally. That's the instruction. I think that's what referee Rohan Fernando is instructing the lads, as well as in fact he is also
yes, I think the referee has told the captain to just pass a message to the coach to tell him to calm things down, not to scream to the referee, as we can see him sending a message to the referee. But Shamli Nawaz being the coach, he uses that opportunity to tell the player that this is how things need to be done. So he takes the opportunity of the captain coming in close to him, as the referee blows for time to be started, and DS Senanayake College to feed the scrum on the 50-meter line.
Venuranga with the feed for DS. Steady scrum finally as Dinush Hemasiri knocks on Venuranga. Very unfortunate on that occasion. Obstruction, says referee Rohan Fernando, and rightfully so, he awards a penalty in favour of
Yes, in fact that was accidental offside, and I think that's what the referee has brought play back for scrum in favour of Zahira College. So as we approach the hour mark, 10 minutes to go in this game, Zahira College leading by 2 points. 19 points to 17 is what the score reads. So Zahira College with a little edge and with possession inside the opposition half. Well, yet again this scrum does not seem to be ending, but thankfully Senanayake College up to take a quick tap off the free kick, and now here they go forward. Hemasiri with the ball, barges off one, tries to get off two, but he's brought down. And now Venuranga feeds his fly half as he gives it to his big forwards off the number 10. Now they seem to be changing the point of attack. Flanker number 7, he runs into contact, and Venuranga yet again to the lock forward. He bounces off the first man, and he's brought the second man down as the fly half gives it out to his centre. Now men on the outside, gives it to the wing 3/4. He steps on the gas, but unfortunately he's brought down and taken down into touch. Think we can see Motilal Jadil as well saying, why do you run on the outside, just step in and keep hold of possession.
Coach Motilal clearly not happy with how the things are going. He's a man of tactics, and then number 22, that was the replacement winger for Senanayake College. He could have stepped in and held on to the ball. That was Yehela Kushan on that occasion.
So here goes Zahira College with the throw, and they set up the maul, but the maul has been sacked, and now a scrum has been given to Zahira College as the ball did not seem to emerge out from that collapsed rock situation. So Zahira College with possession in their own half, leading on the scoreboard by 2 points. 8+ minutes to go on our clock. How will things pan out in Shaf?
I think with Senanayake in this pitch, you cannot come to a conclusion until the 70th minute. I think Iqbal once again with the feed, and now they'll need to clear themselves out. Not the best of kicks. DS plays underneath it, but collecting it is the Zahira centre, that number 10.
Yes, I think that was a pretty lucky bounce, as now a penalty has been blown against Zahira College. The quick tap has been taken, and here goes the Senanayake College back again on the attack, trying to erase this deficit. Not 10, says the referee.
I think they've won themselves a penalty. I think the best thing to do is to get themselves in winning contention. That should be the prime motive. I think looks like Dinusha Hemasiri is going for the quick tap.
Yes, Inchaf, he did go for the quick tap. Don't think that was the correct call there, but I think the lack of a good place kicker is being shown, as Hemasiri now yet again takes the contact. The fly half, he gives it to his big forwards, and he provides some good support as Senanayake College continue to send the ball wide. Centre stepping his way through, but he's brought down in the tackle, and now Senanayake College finally managed to hold on to the position, but a good counter ruck coming in, but still Senanayake with possession. Here goes the big prop forward, he is brought down, and
Venuranga off to the fly off. Here comes Seshan turns and passes, long pass out to number 23 Vijay Sundara. He makes a few meters, and referee has his hand up for advantage, and looks like there's going to be another card coming in here. That's a yellow card shown in for the number 2 for Zahira. Tuan Shamim Nasar has been shown the yellow card. So Quick tap taken once again. This is dangerous play once more from DS. Penalty awarded. In fact, the referee wants to go and have the.
Yes, I think the referee is calling the Zahira College captain close to him. He's trying to just tell him how things need to go on from here on, as things seemingly are getting out of hand, unfortunately. But now the referee laying the law down, telling the Zahira College captain Dean how things should proceed from here on.
But mind you, Romario, I think it's they will have to go at least try that 3 points. It's within kicking contention. Menuranga looks to me as if he's going to take the quick tap once again. But having the winning momentum with your side and being a 1 point up at least against your opposition is going to surely motivate the lads more than going for the quick tap.
Yes, Inchaf. But I think unfortunately for Senanayake College, they seem to be lacking a place kicker. A good place kicker is what they lack, and hence they have to take these little penalties. They have to tap and go and hope that they don't knock on and they finish things, as now Senanayake College picking and going just 7 meters or so away from that try line. But now a penalty against Zahira College. A penalty against Senanayake College, and Zahira College managed to get out of jail yet again.
Once again, I stand corrected, Roma. They could have gone for that 3 points. It was worth a shot. It was anything better than that quick tap what they took. So, chance is gone begging if DS lose this encounter of whatsoever. It's due to their bad decisions what they took on the field. And Zahira will need to clear this one. But
yes, that's a good touch finder there by the youngster. He manages to reach safety of touch.
Just a quick reminder about our stats platform. We've got ThePapare has got an all-new stats center exclusively for schools rugby, where you could check out player statistics, facts and figures on any of the schools rugby players in Division A and B. So all you need to do is go on to stats.thepapare.com, and we will have in-depth as well as live updates coming in terms of facts and figures of the schools rugby league.
Yes, I think that's a great initiative brought forward by thepapare.com, as Zahira College wins the line out, and here goes the youngster, gives the ball forward, but unfortunately yet again another knock on. So the clock seems to be running out on Senanayake College, but Zahira College, having said that, they seem to be finding ways of gifting this match to Senanayake.
Rightfully said. So if this match goes in favor of Zahira College, they will be an absolutely lucky bunch to have ended up victorious. But Senanayake College, 4 minutes to go. They will need to bounce back, keep their errors to the bare minimum, and try to get themselves over to the try line. I think kicking and going for points is not an option for DS, as we have seen over and over again for countless occasions.
Yes, so it will be the opportunity for Senanayake College inside the Zahira College half. But if you are a Zahira College defender, I think if what you need to do is get the ball and just hoof it up field deep into the Zahira College half.
Venuranga feeds in the ball and sends the ball out here, and here comes the fly off, sends the ball out to Saranga out to number 15 Vijay Sundar, and referee has his flag up, the assistant referee. So definitely an infringement coming in favor of Senanayake College.
Yes, I think that was a high tackle advantage that is coming in, and now Senanayake with numbers, but unfortunately managed to cough things up yet again. And I think now Senanayake as well, Inshaf, are trying to find ways of not winning this match, as they have got yet another penalty in very kickable range. But what will the DS players opt to do?
Referee wants to have a talk with number 4 of Zahira College. Clearly a high tackle offense. Will he go for the pocket, Romario?
Well, I think he seemed to be showing that, is his One opportunity, you get away. He's talking to the captain. Well, he says you don't get away, and now that's yet another yellow card for the Zahira College, number 15.
So the Zahira will have to play the next 2-3 minutes of play without with 14 men. In fact, it's 13 men in the park. That's going to be dangerous for the Zahirians.
Yes, I think in dangerous territory now, Zahira College as DS Senanayake College throw everything. They are just throwing the kitchen sink at Zahira College, and they are hoping to get this trophy to go away from Valisara with something in their hands. But having said that, now DS Senanayake College.
Seshan with the break, moving forward inch by inch. This is Salgado with Joel Samir. Ball comes out, and this time it's Hemasiri. Hemasiri is stopped in his tracks. A good defense coming in from Dilshan Mana.
I think that was a lovely tackle there by Mana Peruma. And now I think there is a slight knock on. Well, no one seemed to have spotted that, and play continues as DS Senanayake College with possession. And now yet another penalty advantage coming in for DS Senanayake as they spread the ball wide. Numbers on the outside. Will the 13 go through? No, he does not. He is brought down just right in front of the uprights.
Venuranga Tuduat makes a few yards. Referee is on him, and here comes Hemasiri doesn't make too much of ground. Here comes the big forwards with Joel Samir. DS have to score on this occasion.
The final opportunity, I think, which DS Senanayake will get, and if they manage to get something through.
And no, looks like ball has been turned over, so Zahira College will most likely have an opportunity of getting themselves out of danger.
Yes, now Zahira College with a free kick 5 meters away from their try line, and well, they call for a scrum. I'm not too sure why they call for a scrum. They could have just hoofed this ball down, deep down into the DS half, and just hope that they don't penetrate. But now they have opted for a scrum. 2 men light are Zahira College.
Iqbal Shamim with one of the most important scrum feeds for the day. Breaking through is their skipper. Zahira will need to clear this ball. Referee looking for the ball. He says play on, and looks like the ball has been turned over.
Yes, looks like the ball has been turned over, and now DS Senanayake College 70 minutes is up on our clock, but the referee's clock is the one that matters. And now DS Senanayake College continue to pick and go. Just meters away. They can go to the post, but the youngster decides against it, and here goes the big forward. He's been pushed back with a good tackle. So some good defense coming in from the part of Zahira College as well. But yet again another pick and go. Will he go? No, he's just short. So the ball comes out, rolls out yet again. Zahira College defending for their lives as DS Senanayake continue to pick and go. The ball is held up and he's turned back. So some good defense continuing to come here by Zahira College.
DS will need to score from this occasion. Looks like that's advantage. That was offside. Dilshan Mana Peruma. So penalty in favor of DS. Clearly Dilshan Mana Peruma was offside. And here comes the Chamugu Seshan. Seshan barges forward. It will be a crime if DS do not score from this occasion. Bit of a mishap from the ball. Number 10, Akalanka manages to...
And has proceedings been turned over? Well, no, they haven't. Well, it's a tough decision for the referee. Well, it has been turned over, but looks like the ball has been knocked on. Yes, the ball has been knocked on, and this is the end of the game. Yes, it is the end of the game. So Zahira College, hold on. This is the second heartbreak for Senanayake College. Last week 1 point against Isipatana College. This week 2 points against Zahira College, as the Alas Trophy for the first time is being won by Zahira College, as the scores read 17 points to 19.
I think Senanayake will have themselves to blame. Plenty of opportunities, plenty of chances, and mind you, they were gifted chances from Zahira College, but unfortunately they could not get this one through. How could they not win this will be the question on everyone's mind. There you go, the full-time confirmation. 17 points to 19. The Zahira fans were on their feet. They were worrying, they were waiting, as well as the DS players were barging forward. Plenty of opportunities given, but at the end Zahira College managed to hold on. 19 points to 17 is how this will end, Romario. First win for Zahira College in this season, and the first Alas Trophy goes in favour of the Zahirians from Maradana.
Yes, indeed, Inshaf, an extremely close match, and I think Senanayake College they are themselves to be blamed for this defeat. I think they had plenty of opportunities to get things over, but unfortunately things did not go well. So it's time for us to decide the man of the match. Well, there were a few players who did stand out. Hemasiri for Senanayake College.
In fact, exactly, I think Hemasiri is playing his role as the team's playmaker, but one player who stood out was for me the Amjad Fahmy. Amjad Fahmy, the tight head prop forward for Zahira College. Amjad Fahmy, he was there in every breakdown. He was the man in pushing that scrum forward, and I think he deservedly so deserves that player of the match title on this encounter.
Yes, indeed, Amjad Fahmy from Zahira College is the man of the match for this encounter. So congrats to this prop forward. As we see the points breakdown, both teams managing 3 tries, and Senanayake unfortunately did not convert as much as Zahira College did, as Zahira College converted 2 tries and Senanayake College just converted 1 try, and that was the difference of 2 points, as this time around in week 2 Senanayake College go down by 2 points, handing the Alas Trophy for the first time to Zahira College.
I think DS will have themselves only to blame. First week they lost by 1 point, and come second week they lose to Zahira. A match that was theirs, that they completely dominated in the last few minutes, and they could not get that last final breakthrough. So that's how the story ends here at Valisara. Senanayake College 17, Zahira College 19. So Romario, going forward to these next few weeks, what can we expect from the two teams? What should we expect from DS and Zahira?
Well, I think both teams will need to up their game if they are to pose any threat to the other big schools in their division. But having said that, I think Senanayake College will be extremely disappointed with how they performed today compared to how they performed last week against Isipatana College. Last week they went down by 1 point, and this week they go down by 2 points. So I think both teams will have to up their performance if they are to get anything out of this season.
Exactly, so that's how the RIT Alas Trophy comes to an end in 2018. So that's a wrap up here from Valisara folks. On behalf of Romario De Silva and the ThePapare crew, it's goodbye, and catch us next time with our exclusive coverage as we come to you from the school's rugby season in the week 2.